You're listening to Real with Coach Herb and B, a podcast that brings you community and culture with your host, Coach Herb and B.
All right. So, hey, y'all, welcome back. We're talking about the quarantine life and how the quarantine life is affecting the NBA. I'm joined by B and Mr.
Hey,
Ben,
y'all.
and, life is changing, and we are looking at basketball in a different lens.
NBA starts next week, right?
NBA starts next week, the first
Yeah,
game, and we have teams that are going to be playing for some sort of a championship. Some people call it asterisk. Some people say it's legit. Like this is going to be unreal, unprecedented, and different. Basically, it's almost like playing in a basketball tournament, which is going to be an interesting look. And I don't know how it's going to affect a lot of these teams in the NBA, but it's because some teams are used to their lifestyle that comes also with playing. So I don't know. I mean, funny story. One of the players got a little, not really antsy. He actually had a legitimate excuse. He plays for the Clippers. Lou Williams. I know. Have you guys heard of him?
Yep.
So he had a actual legit reason to leave because he had to go for personal reasons, and then he goes and took a detour after the ceremony. He actually went to a funeral, and after the ceremony, he took a detour and went and picked up some hot wings, which is understandable. But I guess it's where he picked up the hot wings is the big topic nowadays, which is Magic City. I don't know if anybody has been into Atlanta, but Magic City.
Magic City?
Yeah,
you mean
Magic
the strip
City.
club?
Yeah, it's a very famous
He went to the strip club and
establishment.
got some wings.
He went to the strip club. Apparently, their wings.
They always got the best food at the strip club.
Yep. It ain't about
Not that I
flashing
know.
dollars. It's about hot wings as well. So
Yeah.
apparently, he had to go get his wings that made
I
his
love
life and cost himself maybe one or two games. I don't know.
Right. Right.
Or maybe more, because I'm sure they probably are on a little bit more of a condensed schedule to get this.
Yeah, like how many games?
over
How many
with,
games are
and
they playing?
I don't know the exact number. I want to say they because when they actually stopped, it was in early March. So
Yeah.
they probably really technically had like maybe 20 games left, but I don't know if they're going to even play that many games
to finish out this season.
To finish out the season, but I don't think they're going to play that many games to finish out the season because they have to get, they're doing it to let a lot of the teams, pretty much everybody, get their, how you say, sea legs back, playing shape, and then start the playoffs. So we might be looking at, August and then maybe mid-September and the playoff starts. And they went with 22 teams. I think I want to say 11 out of or 12 out of the West and 9 out of the East.
All I know is the Wizards stand a chance. You're telling me there's a chance. If everyone else gets
a chance, yeah,
we stand a chance. That's what I'm hearing.
That is true.
Said.
I'm right with you, Ben.
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't hope that on anybody, but if the Wizards win, that'd be great.
If the Wizards have a chance.
The only thing is that it's not going to be one and done, because the Wizards would really have a chance if it was one and done, like NCAA, because on any given day you can beat somebody, but you got to beat somebody five games in a row, 4 games in a row, or something. I don't know what it is. I think they're going to go with the format of the 7-game series. I don't know if you're going to beat like the main teams in the 7-game series, but if they could shock a couple a couple of playoff teams, and if they are one of the teams that have to face the number one seed, I wouldn't I wouldn't bet on the number one seed right away. You know, I wouldn't go to call Vegas and be like, hey, I put my money on Milwaukee Bucks because that could come back and bite you.
Backfire.
Yeah, it could backfire, especially if you go, oh, I got Milwaukee in 4 or something. I don't know how they do nowadays with betting, but
I got a question. I was on Ben has hipped me to a few places on Instagram where I feel like I'm now into sports. How about this? I was actually into sports before, but I'm a big baseball person and like I don't know too much about other stuff. So the the Bleacher Report and
yes,
like other stuff on Instagram, they were showing like, and I could be wrong. Was that real? Was that a scrimmage that people were playing where it was Wizards and shoot, I can't remember who they were playing, but
the
the
Clippers.
team who they were playing, there was a player on there, and I could be saying his name wrong.
Yeah, the Dallas Mavericks.
Yo,
Oh no, Bol Bol. So his
there you
dad
go.
actually, um,
Was a
his
former
dad
Wizard.
actually played. It was a former Wizard or Bullets.
Or Bullet. Yeah, Bullet.
Yep.
Ah,
Yeah, his
yo,
dad
he
played for the
was.
Wizards. His dad, Manute Bol,
Yep.
I
and his
just
name
felt
is
like
Bol
we didn't
Bol.
stand a chance.
Yeah, well, it's funny because his skill set, his dad was starting to display somewhat something like that of that skill set
Mm-hmm.
when his dad played, and he actually has transitioned because he's like 6, 7'2", and can dribble, shoot, post you up. I mean, he's a truly a stretch forward, I guess. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what you want to call him because he's bigger than a small
He
forward,
was,
and he's bigger than
yeah.
a center. So he's like 7 foot. He's 7'2", but he can dribble the ball. He can shoot the ball. He can post you up. He can do it all. And now he might be the do it all player that you will witness. I know that people talk about Kevin Durant and all of that, but he might be the next transition of how the game is played
Right.
if he stays healthy, because he is skin and bones.
He
That's
is
one thing, and
he's like this,
his
but
stock dropped in the draft because of the injury that he had in college. He played 1 year at Oregon. He did not get a good draft position because of his injury, which I think in hindsight, a lot of teams probably are like, man, we should have just drafted him.
right.
Let's just
Yeah, I
say
was watching Shaq
the
say that
Wizards
he was
should have been,
I mean, of course they should have drafted him.
yeah. The Wizards even after Ernie Grunfeld are still making poor draft picks, in my opinion, but that's not my team, so.
How do we like the whole bubble format compared to the other leagues? Do we think that it's
Uh,
the best way to go,
I
or is
think
it only because it's basketball?
it's the closest to the safest way. I don't know if it's 100% safe,
That's
but
yeah,
it's the
right.
closest to the safest way because it's almost like you're playing Major League Soccer is actually doing something similar to that. They play outdoors, but which is actually probably safer than playing indoors because there's no circulated air. But I don't know if all these teams. I don't know if all these teams are going to be able to do it, even though like the NFL's full slate ahead. They're trying to get going. So
Yeah, I was like, I saw the NFL like scheduled, like of course they have their scheduled games, and it shows like they're at their regular stadium and whatnot. And then I
yeah,
saw that they were selling tickets at like their regular like selling tickets thing, and I was like,
yeah.
are
So I
are
don't know
people
how that's
going?
going to work. Yeah,
Is that a thing? Are people really gonna go to that?
yeah. I don't know if people are going to go to the game.
Because
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
be
what
at
else.
home. I'm not
Yeah.
going to.
I
I'm
don't
not
feel
going.
I don't feel like people are going to be comfortable, especially
Right?
when my man Fauci was like, "Hey, winter is coming." You thought Game of Thrones was really it? It's actually coronavirus.
Mm,
Is
yeah.
what they're talking about when they say
Yeah.
in the fall, winter is when it's really gonna hit. I don't know for sure, whether it's legitimate, but I know that what he said so far has been pretty spot on. So
And what
I don't
sports
know.
do we usually have lined up like that happen like in the winter, like the fall, winter time? Because I know baseball usually ends around like late September, October mainly, right? And
Yeah,
then
and
you
then you
have
have
like your
football that's going
yeah, you got your
football
football
is going
season that
full
starts
full
September
tilt pretty much in
going.
September all the way up to February if you make the
Basketball.
playoffs.
Right, right.
And then
Basketball
you
usually
have
starts in
NBA,
what,
then you have
October or something like
basketball. I don't know what's going to happen this time around because of the late push at the end of this particular season,
that? Right.
but they're going to push it back a couple of months to restart it. I mean, it's possible where they could actually maybe cut some games down next season if they
Mm-hmm.
want to get back to kind of a close to a normal schedule, or they're just going to go and say, "F it, we're going to do it until next
Sometime.
July or
Right.
August." Yeah, I think the latest they could go if they finish this season in October, start the new NBA season in like you know mid-December and go from mid-December, or start in December and go from December until August
It's all weird.
would be my guess, because the NBA would technically start end of October or
Mm-hmm.
beginning of
Like
November.
beginning,
So
yeah.
if they
Mm-hmm.
so if they went mid-December, it would still get you close to finishing kind of close to on time
You know what I'm
and
gonna
give them a
miss?
what's that
Hockey.
hockey.
I mean, it's
Hockey's doing, aren't they doing? They're doing about kind of similar to a bubble thing.
Canada. Yep.
Yeah, they're doing it in Canada. Which is
Oh,
going
they
to
got
be
the hell out of here.
interesting.
They just
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
"I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
get out of
Yeah,
here."
which is smart. I mean, unfortunately, as a nation, we're not doing
Well,
the
yeah.
best thing.
We're doing great right here in Northern Virginia.
Yeah, but if as it's like I literally feel like every section of this country slash even this state is like you go from semi smart people, semi smart people, and dumb people. Like my wife went on vacation and they were in Maryland and they went to some restaurant and they walked into the restaurant and they literally walked in thinking that they all walked in with their masks on, and they walk in there and nobody, none of the waitresses, nobody had masks on, and it was literally, I think they said it was like a 2-hour drive from here. So
Yeah. I mean, we went when I went to the beach. I went to the beach for what, Father's Day weekend,
yeah,
and we had our mask because we here our that
right.
was what we've been doing,
We've been used to.
and yeah, exactly. Went there, and I was very cautious about where we stayed because I was like, it's an outdoor like room. I can get to my room from outdoors. I can like do whatever, right? And then you get there, and it's like, why do you have your mask on? What? What are you
Right,
doing? I was like, oh no, put that on, Dave. Put it on right now. No one
right.
cares.
I mean, at this point, I would feel like I would actually feel good if I was a minority, because I would like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. If you don't
Hmm.
feel like you need to do what you're supposed to do, then so be it. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously you don't. I feel like some people don't care about their own life or their family members, you know.
Hmm.
So
Or
I
their
don't know. I
friends.
think yeah, all their friends, they're like,
Correct,
no,
right?
screw it. I'm not gonna wear a mask
Because
because
you think about it,
you're
you go
taking my
out.
rights away.
That's right. I've been seeing a lot of people partying and a lot of
Yeah,
people going out to just places that are like, I don't know, normally filled with people, but
yeah,
they think that since it's not that many people in there, they're okay. But realistically, you probably should be at home. I mean, it's just a
a
lot
lot.
of that happening.
Look,
Yeah,
maybe they're
I'll be
listening to
interested to see
doctors.
what's going on.
What'd you
Hmm?
say, Ben?
I say maybe they're listening to doctors like that one that Trump retweeted that said about how masks don't do anything and
Yes.
people get coronavirus or whatever from ghosts or not ghosts, but like
No, the aliens. It's the alien blood.
alien DNA or whatever.
It's the alien DNA that you get.
Oh.
Yeah. And
And
he
this
Herb,
is
you ain't see
doctor.
that?
No, I'm.
Yo,
she's from Texas.
yo, you gotta see.
I need to check out Trump's tweets.
That it's gone now. It's gone.
I'll ask a few people. I'm sure somebody's all hip to it.
It's screenshotted.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, somebody out there, go on the internet. It's probably there for sure.
It's out there plain as day.
Yep.
Like, I mean, that's what I mean. It's like you go from smart, semi-smart to dumb. Like,
To
literally,
alien
they're
DNA.
like, and you sat there and go, yeah, that's true, man. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we went
I
from
know that-
basketball to the Rona and alien DNA.
Yeah, we're really living in a different world. Like, I know. The problem is that I think there is truth to the fact that the media does not always give just facts and just go, okay, we're giving you the facts. You take it what they gear it to what their beliefs are. And that's why you have all these news stations that have this kind of following going. I believe what they're saying, but I don't believe what they're saying. So that's
Oh, well,
one
yeah,
of the
you got them all
issues.
fighting and competing against each other.
Yeah,
It's
they're
all
competing
money.
for ratings.
Yeah.
And so how do you get people to watch you? You got to give them what they want. I know we're actually, all those kind of movies that we saw and Minority Report and all those things, we're heading that way if we keep on this type of trajectory. Like, where, I don't know.
That's right.
You got conspiracy theories and then you got other theories.
That's all right. When
So
we do our conspiracy theory episode, don't think
Oh, yeah.
we're crazy.
Right.
We're just throwing the conspiracy theories out there, whether
Yeah, I mean, hey,
we believe them
everybody,
or not, who knows?
exactly. And then you're probably going to get a bunch of people that go, yes, you're right.
Correct.
What? But some of it could be legit. Some of it could be a total farce. So
Bianca's gonna have to put disclaimers every time we say one of the conspiracy theories on her editing.
Just every time. Just
Do
do
not
not believe this. Don't believe this. Not real. Not real.
Yeah.
Flash it.
Yeah, whatever you gotta do to try to get people's attention. You don't want to be flagged on Facebook for misinformation about coronavirus, or
It's
you're
just
like,
gonna stay there the whole time.
right.
Not real.
Which is possible, right?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, this has been real,
man.
guys. I like this.
Yeah.
Our little quick chats.
Yeah. We need to
get
do
a
more of
fireplace,
this.
we get fireside chat.
That's right.
Where are we gonna go from here?
Coach Herb and B and Ben after hours.
After hours.
That's
Or
right.
before hours, like I said before.
Or before hours. I don't know. Some hours. How about that?
Some hours.
Yep.
Like they say, it's 5:00 somewhere. So
That's right. We have no drink.
Yeah, I gotta get one.
it's
Exactly.
midnight somewhere.
Nice.
I don't know.
Well, it's
What
been
time
real,
is it?
guys.
Yeah. See you guys.
All right. Appreciate it.
The Real to Real podcast is presented by Herbert Williams Beffo and Bianca Moskaitis. Our producer is Ben Runyon. Our technical director is Nick Patry. Audio and video lead is Megan Kotner. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow and like us on Facebook and Instagram at Real to Real and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, or anywhere else podcasts are found. While you're at it, if you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes. It's been real with Coach Herb and B.